Welcome to ValueVest Daily, where we analyze the best value and hot investment opportunities. Today, we're diving into a company that's not just participating in the finance industry, it's trying to completely rewrite the rules.
It's the question on every investor's mind, right? Could this be the future of banking? And when you look at a company like the one we're covering today, you have to wonder if we're looking at a major contender. We are breaking down SoFi Technologies. You've probably heard the name. It's that all-in-one digital finance app that has been showing some absolutely explosive growth. All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty, you know the drill. This presentation is for informational purposes only. It is absolutely not financial advice. Please always do your own research. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at what's really driving the company, its fundamentals. Then, we'll check out what the stock chart is telling us, see where the big money is moving. And finally, we'll look at the road ahead, the potential targets, and of course, the risks.
Okay, first things first. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine powering this whole growth story, SoFi's fundamentals. And wow, are they strong?
Get this, the company absolutely crushed its last earnings report. We're talking a record-breaking quarter, pulling in nearly $950 million in revenue. They didn't just meet expectations, they completely smashed them. And look at this. It's the sheer speed of that growth that's so impressive. A 38% jump in revenue from the same time last year. You know, in today's economy, that kind of momentum is seriously turning heads. So you might be asking, where is all this money coming from? Well, it's being fueled by a massive wave of new users. The platform added over 730,000 new members in just one quarter. That brings their total user base to a staggering 10.9 million people. Now, this chart right here, this reveals a really key part of their playbook. While lending is still their bread and butter, they are making a very strategic shift toward higher margin services, things that aren't loans. Those now make up 43% of their total revenue. That makes for a much more stable and profitable business in the long run. So what's their secret sauce? What's their competitive moat? Well, think of SoFi as a digital financial supermarket. Once they get you in the door for one thing, maybe a personal loan, it's just so easy and convenient to get everything else, your investments, your checking account, you name it, all in one place. It creates this incredibly sticky ecosystem that keeps customers locked in. Okay. So the fundamental story is powerful, but how is that translating to the stock chart? Let's switch gears to the technicals and see what the market is actually saying. From a technical standpoint, the story looks pretty bullish. The current price is trading comfortably above all its key moving averages, which many traders see as a really positive sign of a strong uptrend. Plus, the RSI, which kind of measures buying momentum, is sitting at a healthy 60. That shows strong interest, but it's not in that risky overbought territory yet. Now, for anyone watching the day-to-day action, these are the levels to watch. We're seeing a nice floor of support right around that $28 mark. And on the flip side, the next big test is going to be for the stock to punch through that psychological $30 barrier. So the chart looks pretty solid. But what about the big players, the heavy hitters on Wall Street? Let's track what the institutional big money is doing with SoFi stock. This is pretty significant. Over 38% of the entire company is held by institutional investors. We're talking about the giant hedge funds and mutual funds. And what's more, that number has been slowly but surely ticking up. And it's not just old money sitting on the sidelines. We're seeing fresh capital pouring in. I mean, just this past month, a firm like Sumitomo Mitsui jumped in with a brand new position worth nearly $14 million. When you see new multi-million-dollar bets like that, it is a huge signal of confidence. All right, this all paints a really compelling picture, doesn't it? So let's talk about where this stock could be headed. But just as important, we have to talk about the potential headwinds. What could get in the way? Looking out over the next year or so, some of the more bullish analysts are setting their price targets right around the $35 mark. From where the stock is now, that would represent some pretty significant upside. Now, if we zoom out a bit, maybe to a 3-year timeline, the optimistic scenario gets really exciting. Some models are projecting a price as high as $70, assuming, of course, that SoFi keeps up this growth and continues to gobble up market share. That would be a game changer. But of course, you have to balance that excitement with the risks. The bull case is clear: explosive growth, a user base that's expanding like crazy, and that smart shift to high-margin fees. But the risks are real too.
This business is sensitive to the economy, competition from big banks and other fintechs is absolutely fierce, and it's trading at a high valuation, which means there's not a lot of room for error.
And that really brings us to the ultimate question every potential investor has to ask themselves. SoFi has built this incredible engine, this powerful digital supermarket, but can it continue to thrive even if the economic climate gets a little stormy? And that's our deep dive on SoFi Technologies. Remember, this has been a ValueVest daily analysis, and it is not financial advice. Always do your own homework before making any investment decisions. Hey, if you found this breakdown valuable, please make sure you subscribe to ValueVest Daily. We're putting out analysis on daily value and hot investment opportunities all the time. Thanks for tuning in.